The dudes would go for the mad dash, get a piece of curry out, take it home with them, turn around, drop the curry out back home, and then go to church the next day and look for round two. Because I hate to say this, but niggas say the best place to find some pussy is in the church. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Hello, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And if you are not a part of our Bella Book Club, I'm giving you another option. There's a join button down there. And just as with the Bellas, for a small $5 monthly fee, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before YouTube gets it, if YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about David Ritz, The Life of Aretha Franklin, Part 2. Where we left off, the Franklin children had suddenly lost their mother, okay, as a result of a heart attack, okay? And poor ReRe had retreated inwards. Some said that if it was not for music, they don't know what would have happened to little ReRe, okay? Now, as a result of the mother suddenly passing, Cecil, ReRe, and Cecil, Irma, ReRe, and Carl clung to their father, okay? Now, dig this. They knew that their father was not to be played with, and they did tread lightly around him. They knew he had a wrath, but the children never seen him strike their mother or their siblings. Now, okay, like I said, the children clung to their father. Now, according to the children or the brothers and sisters, they said that we all clung to our father. We all adored him. But the difference between Cecil, Carl, and Irma was that only ReRe was chosen to be his 11 years old. Aretha had become a part of his traveling ministries. Moving forward, Smokey. Ooh, that's Smokey. Smokey, all I want you to do, Smokey, is if it's a lace front, take it off. Because I still love you, Smokey, if you have a bald head, you know. And, Smokey, if you can't do that, at least stop putting that goddamn Beijing in your head, baby. Because you can't be 92 with jet black hair with no grays. No grays, Smokey. Come on, Smokey. I know it's black up here and white down there. And Cecil, Aretha's oldest brother, or older brother. Not oldest brother, because the oldest brother is Vaughn, Barbara Seeger's son. That was not with, what's his name, CL Smooth, okay? Now, what Smokey says was that he was friends with Cecil, okay? Cecil and Smokey were cool, and they had some things in common, including music. But it's Detroit. Everybody in Detroit has music in their saying Smokey and Cecil loved and adored Sarah Vaughan. They loved her. They thought that her riffs were unmatched. Her vocals were beyond anything that they had ever experienced before in their life. Until little ReRe mimicked Sarah Vaughan effortlessly. Smokey the Robinson was in awe. Smokey said the second thing that knocked him out was the way that she played piano. She could compose, create, and run chords. I think that's what they call it. The same way as a master piano player could down there. She said that ReRe was a special person because she wasn't groomed to have this musical talent. She was born with it. I said, oh, back then, Okay. Many artists migrated to the North in hopes of a different life. Shit, many people migrated to the North. Like all my grandmothers migrated from the South and came up to Southwest DC in hopes for a better future. But okay, speaking specifically about the music world, you had artists like John Lee, B.B. King, and Bobby Blue Bland that all landed in Detroit trying to nurture their musicianship. Now, B.B. King ended up at this place called Jack's, and that's where he found John Lee. The nightclub Jack's was on Hastings. Hastings Street is ground zero for Aretha Franklin's career. Hold tight, we're gonna get to it, okay? It was the place where heathens would party all night long. Speaking of the nightclub Jack's, get sweaty, drunk, smell like weed, and then walk there drunk, weed, high, nasty, stinking, sweaty ass into the church that was next door. That's right, you heard me. The church was next door. And CL Smooth didn't have a problem with them people partying all night long and then turning around and going to the church the next day. And let me say, that is the funniest part. That always knocked me out. That shit knocks me out. Like at the end of the night, you would be like, hey, you know, like at the end of the night when there would be a mad dash, you know, for the dudes to, you know, find them a piece of curry out to take back home with them, you know. The dudes would go for the mad dash, get a piece of curry out, take it home with them, turn around, drop the curry out back home, and then go to church the next day and look for round two. Because I hate to say this, but niggas say the best place to find some pussy is in the church. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger, okay? But anyway, CL Smooth was smooth, okay? Sometimes you could see his musicians from the church go next door and double up and play, you know, the rhythm and the blues, the jazz, all that sweaty music, you know, where the black folk be grinding. And then I told you once they get finished grinding, they go next door to the church. CL Smooth ain't had no problem with that. Why? Because there was no separation of music. It all came from the black folks. It all came from the black plight. And he's not going to separate it. Just because you put Jesus in it, it don't mean that it's any better than the song that don't have Jesus in it. Okay? Now, Aretha spoke frequently about her father and how he enjoyed the good life. Let me tell you about this ninja. This ninja was not to be played with. I have got to look up his zodiac sign. Ladies, put that below. Okay. But anyway, Aretha said her father demanded the good life. Okay. And let me tell you how. Because one of the two demands that CL Smooth said that he wanted before he picked up his family and moved around there to the Detroit was, I need you to do something with this church, because the old New Bethel church was in a old tore down bowling alley. I'm CL Smooth. I can't be preaching to these ladies in the old tore down bowling alley. You gonna have to build me a new church. That's what they did. The next thing was, you got to give me and my family a place to live. You can't, and don't put me in no shack, baby. We like the good life, okay? Just like what Aretha said. And next minute, you know, they got him a old house over there. What's the name of the street? They got him a house. The mansion was on Boston Boulevard. It was right at the crossroads between them broke ass niggas over there and these rich motherfuckers over here. Said that the area where the mansion was integrated, okay? It had some whites there, but it was mostly blacks who were accomplished. They were mostly light-skinned. Child bang. Ooh, you know what's crazy? Some of the things that my mother used to tell me and my grandmother used to tell me, I'd be appalled at. That I'd be like, for real? They did that? Like, let me tell you what the most appalling thing to me is. The paper bag test. The things that, the paper bag test. That you literally had to be lighter than a paper bag in order to join some groups. I would have told them, Am I lighter in a paper bag? I don't know. But I'm not the type of person to get in to fit in. I'm not that person. I don't give a fuck about none of you. ReRe. So anyway, ReRe's sister Irma chimes in and said that there were two big devastating events that happened to the Franklin children. Their mother leaving, then their mother suddenly passing, and then when they lost Lola Moore. Who was Lola Moore? Let's move on to that. Lola Moore moving into the Franklin house with the Franklin children and CL Smooth's mammy in the 50s. After Barbara Sears, Aretha's mother, biological mother, passed. Okay? Aretha saw Lola as a gift. She was perfect for her replacement mother. She was beautiful. She was fashionable. She was poised. She was everything that Aretha saw herself to be when she got older. So she adored when the Franklin family flew to Chicago to meet Lola's family. The children knew that it was set in stone. Oh boy, we about to get a new mommy around here. I'm like, Joe, it's not that easy. Do you know who your father is? Your father, girl, Diesel, the older brother, said that Aretha and all the children were devastated when the relationship between CL Smooth and Lola didn't work out. Now, when Lola left and went back to Chicago, the children wanted to plead with their father to bring Lola back. Now, none of the children quite knew why Lola left, okay? But Carolyn, the younger sister, she surmises that it was because their daddy was cheating on Lola. Who was he cheating with? This lady named Clara, okay? Clara Ward. The relationships overlapped. Mm-hmm. And just like the mother, Lola got the fuck out of there. You ain't gonna cheating on me. I don't know who you think you are. The romance between CL Smooth and Miss Clara rewired the entire household. Okay? The relationship was a back and forth mess. And it was public, but nobody spoke on it because it was the grand CL Smooth. How many pastors do you know that have an openly tumultuous, not in a way where it's physical, because that's not what they're saying, but where it was a very openly passionate relationship? Fuck you, CL. Fuck you, Clara. No, fuck you, nigga. No, fuck you, bitch. Those type of relationships that is associated, like you can't associate that with the church, especially with a leader, okay? Because CL Smooth was indeed a leader. So for you to see your pastor going back and forth with a woman, that's weird because you look to your pastor for stability. Mm-hmm. But then y'all got to realize that these pastors is just like regular men. They fuck up just like regular men. Ask Pastor Jamal Bryant. Ain't none of these pastors safe no more. Ain't none of them. Y'all exposing them with dick pictures and sleeping with people and oh my, who is that? What is that guy named John somebody? Oh my God, his poor wife. But she only with him for the money. Y'all bitches better stop feeling sorry for these women. They ain't leaving him because they ain't leaving the perks. It ain't them that they ain't leaving. They not leaving the perks. Actually, all it was that Clara was giving CL Smooth her ass to kiss. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. I don't care who you are. I don't care who the fuck you are. Okay, you're not gonna be doing any and everything to me. And probably when she seen him acting up, oh nigga, you need a break. I'm gonna put you in timeout for a couple of months. Clara must have been timing up for that daggone CL Smooth. I'm speculating, but that's what it sounds like to me because it feels like CL Smooth, he don't like boring. He like that action. So from time to time, you might have to run up on his ass. I told you that sometimes you got to run up on some of these people to make them remember that you ain't to be. For some reason, Aretha would not openly say that Clara and her father was in a relationship, okay? Although she adored Clara, okay, because Clara was graceful, again, beautiful to her, etiquette, all the things that she wanted to be, but she said she wished her father would have married Claire, but the bottom line says they was just friends. No, they was fucking ReRe. They was fucking. Okay, so remember earlier I told you about Big Mama? Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about Big Mama. Okay, now Big Mama was the disciplinarian. Okay, and what the children all said was, yes, we enjoyed having our grandmother in the home, but we needed a mother. Now, why would they need a mother when Big Mama in the house? Okay, because when you have your grandmother, it's like having the best mother. It's like your mother is, your mother, but then you get the best mother, the grandmother, right? Not that can ever take the place of your mother. It can't, right? But Big Mama, her number one priority was not to her grandchildren, but it was to her son. Mama Franklin, did you have a boyfriend? That's so crazy. And people be getting so mad when I ask them that. Whenever I meet women, and all they do is chase behind their son and they live with their son, and I be like, damn, do you get any dick? Franklin's sibling said early on, she was very quiet and she was very shy. And the fact that she didn't have a mother reflected in her face. The booking agent, Ruth Bowman, said the first time that she saw Aretha Franklin was in her father's church. She looked like a scared chicken. It wasn't like that. Well, wounded bird, some shit like that, right? She said the little girl looked so lost that it made the women in the congregation mother her. It made the women want to be her replacement mother because you could see so much pain in that child's eyes. Ruth Bowman said at the same time that Aretha Franklin was dealing with the loss of her mother, her singing career was beginning. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. You babies, you better have a good one.